Hey everybody, this is Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. How y'all doing? Um, Welcome in. It is Friday, so it is time for our second installment of Furtastic Feline Fiesta Friday. I keep mixing around the feline and the fiesta. I keep wanting to call it Furtastic Fiesta Feline Friday, but it's Furtastic Feline Fiesta Friday. So welcome in, guys. Um, it's going on 6:30 in the evening. I I've had a bumpy day, a really bumpy day. So you have to forgive me. I meant to be on a lot earlier. I meant to open the room a lot earlier, and things happen. I keep thinking that I'm getting better, and then I have a little setback, and that has happened a couple times today. I tried to eat something that I thought would agree with me, and it didn't. I was up early this morning because, well, first of all, I couldn't sleep again last night. I slept yesterday most of the day. Um, had planned on crocheting with a friend and did not get around to being able to do anything until late last night. So then I sat up and crocheted on my own and finished a gift for my friend, which we're getting a little bit more than Fiesta today. Let me show you if I can find. I know what bag I put them in. I just need to reach them. By the way, Kalua is here and says hello on this fine feline day. And now she's trying to get into the bag I'm trying to get into. So we're going to make today a mix of, first of all, Happy Random Acts of Kindness Day and Happy Furtastic Feline Fiesta Friday Day. This is what I made last night. Actually, I was going to do a separate video on this. You know what? Briefly show it to you. I will talk about it more in another video and why I made it. I forgot all about that. So this is called the Bumpy Stitch headband, something like that. It's a Marley Bird pattern. I had a lot of fun making it, and I may make a couple more. My best friend loves when I make her headbands for when she puts on makeup, and that one is a specific spa one for putting on makeup, although I think it's cute and you could wear it anytime. So you have to make the I-cord on it, which is why I ended up making two, and I may make more to perfect it a little bit better. My second one does look better than my first one. But I just wanted to show that really quickly, and I know that not everybody watches my Fantastic Feline Friday, so yeah, therefore I do need to make a separate video and explain a little bit more about it and why I specifically went looking for a Marley Bird pattern. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good Friday. I know a lot of you are probably on the live with Crystal right now, which is where I should be because this is my new day. I have just been still in so much pain. For those of you who didn't see my update, I believe that I posted last night. I went on Tuesday to my pain doctor, and I've just been having this really bad pain in my chest over here. It's why I was in the hospital not last weekend, but the weekend before, because I can't take a deep breath, and it hurts really bad. And it turns out that I have costochondritis. They thought I had pleurisy in the hospital, but when my pain doctor pressed around in the areas for costochondritis. I about flew off. So, besides just filling my pump that day, which we went down early for him to fill my pump, we went down specifically for this pain because I hadn't slept in days, literally days. And I might get a half an hour here, 15 minutes there, but I have not had a full night's sleep in days until yesterday when I slept all day. And now last night, I thought I'd still be able to sleep because when I woke up last night, I was still tired, but I wanted to work on something. I needed to get something done. I had to get up because at that point in time, I had been laying down for way too long. I had planned on getting up for a little bit, going back to bed. Well, that's not what happened. I ended up being up all night long because I was in such excruciating pain. So I do have pain pills. So far, nothing is touching it. I know it will go away because I've had it before. It just hurts really, really, really bad. I had to get up early this morning anyway because I had to pick up my new glasses. I wasn't going to point them out, but in case you guys didn't notice, there was something different on my face. You have to tell me what you think. They are completely different than the other ones I was wearing, as in they aren't as dark. And I've never gone for so much pink in my glasses before, at least a light pink. The other ones had like a bright pink in them because of all the different flowers, but I had all different colors. I saw a frame that I loved, absolutely loved, that had the flowers all over the the arms of the frame or the legs or whichever you call it. And when I looked at the price of the frame, it was almost a $300 frame, and I don't have that much money. I mean, we already end up paying over $200 for my glasses, and that's without the price of the frames because my insurance covers so much. But I always end up having to get, I normally I get a frame that I have to pay a little bit for. This one actually fell in the price range, and I was really, really happy with it. Normally the ones that fall in the price range really look like, oh my goodness, those are frames that you need to pay for. They usually look really, really bad. So I was really happy with these. I was really surprised. And then I've got to think, yes, I'm on here with you guys, but nobody really sees me in my glasses, and I don't wear them all the time on here with you. So can I really let vanity get in my way and pay all that money for a pair of frames when I have to pay the money for the bifocals because I'm older? And yes, I pay a little bit more to get the the lineless bifocals. And and then it used to be that the transition was free when it goes from light when you go outside into the sun and it makes your glasses dark. That used to be free. I'm assuming we have to pay for it now because we have changed insurance, and I had to pay a lot more for this pair of glasses than I have for glasses in the past that I've actually paid some for the frames. So, yeah, my husband about had sticker shock. The only thing I can think of is that the transition lenses used to be free and they must not be free anymore. So I'll have to remember that next time. And I may have to go without them, although they do save my eyes a lot. And the only other thing that I get that's extra that also costs quite a bit, um, but my doctor really wanted me to have it, was anti-glare because it helps, especially when I'm in the car, keep me from getting really bad migraines because of the glare of the sun and that. Because unfortunately, the transition lenses, they work outside great, but when you're in a car, and because the windshield already has UV protectant on it, it doesn't work in the car. So they don't get dark in the car, where it's like you need them, especially when I used to drive. Oh my goodness. When I was younger and I was driving from college home, because I went to college in Indianapolis, so I'm used to driving from Indy back and forth, believe me. But when I used to make that drive, when I was at a stoplight, which because they've redone the freeway system and it basically goes almost straight through now, I don't stop it. We don't stop at many anymore, but I'm also not the one driving. I used to take my glasses off and put them out the window, like hold them out the window so that they would be outside in getting the UV rays on it. They would turn dark. I would hope that they would be out there long enough to turn dark. And then I would put them on, and then I would get, like 5 to 10 minutes with it in the sunglass state. Because with as expensive as my glasses are, I could never afford sunglasses. Now, when I got good insurance and I could get free glasses, one pair every year, if my script didn't change, I would get, my pair of glasses when my script did change, and then the next year, if it didn't change, I would get a pair of prescription sunglasses. So, but I haven't had that happen in a little while. So, yeah. Anyway, we are here for Furtastic Feline Fiesta Friday. And I think I got that right. Again, I always mix up the feline and the fiesta and, whatever. If I got it wrong, then you guys know. I'm not going to open up my phone to look again like I did a minute ago. But as I normally do, I'm going to show you what I made last week. Because, originally I wanted to come on, I wanted to make my toy and then show you what I made the same day. And I make them on Fridays. I do not cheat. I do not make them on a different day of the week. I make it on Friday. So I still have to make a toy tonight. And then I show you what I made the next week. Um, Last week I showed you the ones that I made with the milk carton rings. And this is the one that I made this last week. Gotta get used to these. I'm hoping I got them tightened enough because they seem to be falling down my face already. Anyway, here is the little mouse. Nice bright pink mouse I made last week. What do you think? I love her. I figure it has to be her being so bright pink, but it could. Okay. Keep genders out of it now, right? Aren't they pretty? Isn't she pretty? He, she, they, it, whatever pronoun you want to give it. I just love it. And if you listen, I cut up a plastic bag and put some of the plastic in there to try and give it some of that crunchy noise. Now, a friend of mine were curious and wondered if you could buy the crunchy stuff that comes in the toys. That comes in a lot of baby toys. That comes in a lot of the cat and dog toys. My cat loves any toy that has the crunchy in it. But it sounds a lot more than that. Now, when I originally made this, it sounded louder than that to me. And my friend who was in the room working with me, she was like, yes, that sounds really, really loud. Doesn't sound as loud now. Um, Sorry, my brain. I gotta stop looking at messages while I'm on here. Anyway. It did sound a lot louder so that you could actually. Oh, I'm hearing it now. Let me know if you can hear it. I know the cats would like it to be a little bit louder. Anyway, we found that you can find that craft paper. It's not the cheapest in the world, but that is on my list of wanting to get because I figure I can't remember how big the sheets are, but they seem to be decent sized sheets. If I just cut off maybe an inch by an inch to put in here, or even an inch by a half an inch, that should be enough for the crinkly, especially if it's made to be, that loud crinkly, like in the toys that you get. Now, I may have to figure out how to make a thin mouse, like a ragdoll type mouse. I may have to work on that on my own to put in so it's a little bit crunchier. Or maybe if I make one of the other designs. Oh, actually, I could put it in the little 10-minute mouse, which I'm thinking of today. I'm going to be making that one, I think. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to make today yet. I may make another one of this one. He worked up pretty quickly. Um, and I love putting the bell on the tail. Now, in the pattern, it calls to just put a piece of yarn. But I decided that I wanted to paint it instead of just sewing on a piece of yarn with the bell on the end. I figured I would chain it and it would hopefully last a little bit longer and wouldn't pull off and, and fray and all of that as easily. So there you go. There's my mouse. I need to start a separate bag. I've been putting these in with the donation that I got. Oh, you have to forgive me. I think it was from Jody Pink, but now I'm not 100% sure. I don't even know if I'm saying the right first name. Anyway, I've been putting them in with her donations that she sent me. And what I need to do is start a bag. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll get a big gallon. I think I have gallon freezer bags. I'll get one of those and I'll start putting them in there. And then every week you can see what I'm going to put you on pause. I'll be right back. Hi, everybody. I am back. Wow. It is almost an hour later, and I had been taping and I had thought I pressed start or unpaused it, and evidently I started talking before I unpaused it. I must have hit stop when I thought I hit the pause button. And here, then I thought, because everything went black on my screen after like 10 minutes, like it will do because it will put itself into hibernation mode or sleep mode or whatever. The screen turns off if you're not using it. I thought that there was something wrong. And so I retaped from there where I had been talking. And in actuality, I had not been taping it at all. So I am back with my bag. I put everything in it. I had shown you as I put this one in. I have my mouse that took me 2 weeks to make because I had been so sick. And then I made these two last week because I still wasn't feeling good. But I had to make something. I have to make something every Friday. And then there's my mouse. This bag will make me more accountable. And I was trying to find that word before and couldn't find it. So since I can see what I've made, I know what I've made up till now, this will make me more accountable. And instead of just putting it in the bag that had been sent to me, the other person, I can't remember now. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and look at the video and see who donated that. It was Ava or Jody. I am so sorry. I can't remember which one of you donated it. And as soon as I see your name, I know. Big, big brain fog issues going on right now. So have a surprise for you guys today as well. For those of you who have made it this long, um, I will be opening the room once I get this uploaded. Now I have to patch two videos together. But I today is National Random Act of Kindness Day, and as an act of kindness, I did send to a couple of my friends. I sent them a pattern, and I absolutely love this pattern. And this pattern is one of the newer ones by the Cozy Cottage um, Crochet, which is Hannah. She's down in Florida. She's a YouTuber. If you haven't watched her, I love watching her. She posts just every other Saturday, and then she does, like, in December, she will post every day for Vlogmas. So she has a little 1 year old, little baby Nova, and her and her husband are trying to add to the family. So I just love watching Hannah. She's as real as you can get. She's a pastor. Uh, she's a pastor of a Unity type church, and I wish I lived down there so that I could go. Honestly, it reminds me of my church that I went to up here so much that is now defunct, and I miss it so much. I mean, my pastor went on, they moved her to a different church and that, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't an all accepting, all inclusive church. And I really miss the old church. And I wish I would have had it when my daughter was younger to take her to, because it was different. It's not what she considers a quote church to be. Um, which is why I've always tried to teach her that you can be spiritual. You don't have to be in a building to be spiritual. So, enough of that. Um, I will, since I have to edit this together, I will try to put a picture of the pattern in, but it's on Ravelry. It's called the Crochet Memories Blanket. And she said when she made this, she wanted to make it because there's a crochet or a knit memories blanket. Um, Hannah is bisexual, and hopefully by the end of the year I will be too. I just have to get some things done so I can start learning to knit. And it's still just February, so I've got time. And all she has is a swatch made for this, but she set her mind to how to make a crochet version. And the really cool thing about it is once you make the first block, you can attach the other blocks wherever you want to on that block or on the next block that you put on or wherever. It doesn't have to be in a row. It doesn't have to be in, keep adding to the square around and around. It can be wherever you want to, and then eventually you can square it out. Um, so if you have two colors that you think just have to be next to each other, you can put them next to each other, even though that wouldn't be like the next block per se that would go in. She sells it for $1, and I have been giving it to, like I said, a couple of my friends for Random Act of Kindness Day, and I wanted to give it to one of you guys as well. So there, if you can see it, I turned down the brightness, but with this lamp next to me, it doesn't always help. There we go. You can see it a little bit better. You can use any size yarn that you want to. I believe she's doing a DK version here. Might be fingering. She does a lot of fingering weight stuff. So it might be fingering. This started off as just these 4 blocks, and now hers is, pretty big. It's getting really decent size, and it just looks like a gorgeous patchwork blanket. Now she is making hers out of the remnants and things that she has, but using she's trying to only use one color once, where she said other people who are making it are doing it a little bit more scrappy, where they may not even get a whole block made with one color. um, the only downfall to this is that you're going to have a lot of ends to weave in, and So it's going to be one of those patterns that I need to weave as I go because there is no way in the world that from all the ends that I see on the hers already that I will be dealing with all of those hanging down around me. Just to look at them hanging down while I'm making it drives me nuts. Unless I decide that I'm going to get some kind of flannel or fleece backing for it. But I don't think I want to do that. So we'll see. We'll see once I get started and get making my own. I just bought my own pattern today. As I said, I've gifted a couple already, and I want to gift one to one of you guys. So this is a surprise um, subscriber appreciation tossed into my Fiesta Friday. So let me see. In order to enter, just tell me in the comments below something nice that you have done for somebody or has been done for you today on Random Act of Kindness Day or basically any day. Just something nice. We all want to hear something nice. So, yeah, let me know. And that's basically it. I will pick either by the YouTube random picker or I have a name random picker on my tablet where I'll put in everybody's name, or I may just put names on pieces of paper and make them and fold them up into little squares and pull one, or if my husband happens to be home, have him pull one. I don't know yet, but it will be random. I wasn't going to post the rules below, but I guess that I will. It's not affiliated with YouTube in any way. It is just 100% me. I'm paying for it. Unfortunately, you do need to have Ravelry in order for me to get it to you. I think she may have it on another platform, but I can't remember. But Ravelry is the easiest. Now, if you know what, go ahead and enter even if you don't use Ravelry, and I will just talk to Hannah and see if I've already purchased it for myself. Figure out a way that if I send her the dollar, if I can just go ahead and send you, the pattern. So, yeah, I'll work it out with Hannah. I will figure out what I can do. So, with that, leave something kind down below. I will try to post a picture of it. Like I said, since I have to splice these together anyway. And I'm going to go so I can get these together. Please remember, you matter. Don't let anybody tell you different. You matter. And also remember, you're gorgeous and you're beautiful. And do not let anybody take that away from you. I love you guys so, so much. And I will see you later. I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon. Oh, I will draw a winner next Friday on next Friday's Fantastic Feline Fiesta Friday. So, love you guys. Later.